Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedant Swami Maharaja. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you to this weekly online classes. So as you all know that very soon we are going to celebrate Janmasthami festival in all over the world and in our Iskcon temple too. So I thought, because only 2 weeks are there for the festival, so I thought let's prepare our mood for welcoming Krishna into our life. Janmashtami is the birthday of Lord Krishna, our dear Lord Krishna. So I thought let's discuss some beautiful pastimes of Lord Krishna so that we can prepare our consciousness, we can prepare our mood, we can prepare our prayers. On the day of Janmashtami, we can welcome Krishna to our heart also. So this week and the next week, the theme of the topic would be related to Janmashtami. So I thought today let's discuss the basic concept of God and why Krishna is God. Sometimes often people ask this question, why only Krishna? Why not some other God? Why? What is the speciality of Krishna? So in the Shastra, in the Bhagavad Gita or in the Mahabharata or in the Veda or in the Purana, anywhere you read. So whenever name of Krishna comes, Vedavyas writes Bhagavan. In the Bhagavad Gita also if you see some sloka, he writes Bhagavan Uvacha. You don't like Krishna Uvacha. In Purana also you will see Indra Uvacha, Brahma Uvacha. But when it is turn of Krishna, he don't write Krishna Uvacha, he writes Bhagavan Uvacha. It's like a president or prime minister comes, you don't tell by the name. You tell he's the prime minister, he's the president. He was a big person, right? Similarly, whenever Krishna comes, Vyasadeva writes Bhagavan Uvacha. And this word Bhagavan, he only used for Krishna only. Not that, okay, Krishna is not there in the picture, Indra is there, Bhagavan Uvacha. He has never used the word Bhagavan to any other devatas. Only for Krishna, he has used the word Bhagavan. And then, in the sloka, in the Parasar Muni tells in the Vishnu Purana, it tells the meaning of this word Bhagavan. What is exactly the meaning of the word Bhagavan? Let's try to meditate on this sloka. I'll just put the sloka in the chat box so that while reciting, you all can also refer the sloka and it will be easy for you to recite the sloka. Very good sloka, very interesting sloka. I just put in the chat box. Okay. Okay. So the sloka is like Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashashaha Sriya Jnana Vairagyasya Chaiva Sanam Bhaga Itiknaha. So what is the meaning of the sloka? Vyasadeva is telling Sanam Bhaga Itiknaha. Bhaga means it is Bhagavan. The person who possesses this Bhaga, he is known as Bhagavan. Possessor means in Sanskrit Van. Satyavan, Dhanavan, Saubhagyavan. Van means that person who possesses the quality. That is called Van. Similarly here, Bhagavan, the person who possesses this Bhaga is called Bhagavan. So in this sloka, it is mentioned, what is this Bhaga? So let's try to understand what is this Bhaga. We say the Bhagavan. So what is this Bhaga? So 6 things are there. The person who possesses these 6 things in detail, he is known as Bhagavan. So what are the 6 things? Let's try to understand. Aishwaryasya, number 1, wealth. Then Viryasa, Viryam is strength. Then Yashasha, Yasha is fame. Shriya is beauty. Jnana, knowledge. And Vairagya, renunciation. So this 6 quality, the person who possesses this 6 quality in full, he is known as Bhagavan. So let's try to discuss how Lord Krishna possesses this 6 quality in abundance. Not only in abundance, he has possessed this quality in such a way that nobody can challenge Krishna, nobody can stand in front of Krishna to compete Krishna on this 6 quality. Let's try to discuss the 6 quality of Lord Krishna. The first one is Aishwaryasya. Aishwaryasya is the moment you say Aishwaryam is the word comes Aishwarya Rai. And that is how we have heard the maximum time of Aishwarya in our life. Aishwarya Rai. So not that Aishwarya Rai. Actually, the meaning of Aishwarya is what? Aishwarya means wealth, money. Okay. So here it is mentioned that Krishna is the most wealthiest person. Just see, if a person is wealthiest, then automatically people are fan after him. They become fan. People, they follow, fan following behind a person with a lot of money, because anything, money will come out of his pocket, because wealthy person. So in our world, like there are Lakpati, Karodpati, Arabpati, billionaires, but who is Krishna? If people is a Karodpati, then people run behind those people like anything, because he has a lot of money. And with money, he can do anything. Money is sweeter than honey. With money, a person can do anything. Money is the power. Your person has a money, he can buy anything. And anything he can do with money. Now, people are Lakpati, Karodpati. Who is Krishna? Krishna is Lakshmi Pati. He is also Pati, but Lakshmi Pati. Lakshmi Pati means what? He is the husband of Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the Devata of finance. Finance minister is Lakshmi Devi. And she is the source of all the Lakshmi. She is the source of all the money. By her glance, people got a lot of money. Once I went to one home for a house program in Diwali, and that Mataji, she was opening out all the windows, doors of house. Then I questioned that, Mataji, what you're doing? Why you're opening all these windows? And she told, Prabhuji, so now the Lakshmi Puja is going on and you are going to give a nice class on Lakshmi Ji and Kirtan will happen. So who knows from where Lakshmi Ji will want to enter my home? So let's open all the windows. I told Mataji, Lakshmi don't have any other work to enter your home. And just see, for money, people, they just worship Lakshmi. I told, if you really want Lakshmi, then worship Lakshmi Narayana. Because Lakshmi is a pativrata, chaste lady. She will not go alone. She will always follow her husband. So when you worship her husband, then automatically Lakshmi will come to your house. And what is this Narayana? Narayana is the husband of Lakshmi. Lakshmi in the spiritual world, in the Vaikuntha, she is just serving the feet, massaging the feet of Vaikuntha, just to get a glance of Krishna. Just imagine. There are thousands of Lakshmi in the spiritual world, they are serving Krishna. And that is how Krishna is Lakshmi Pati. Nobody can challenge, match with Krishna in wealth. That is the first quality. And then Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryas. Viryas means what? Viryas means Virya, the strength, power. In this world, if somebody has a power, strength, people get attracted to that person. World Wrestling Championship, weightlifting championship. If they have power, in the last Olympic, the weightlifting champion, the person who broke the record, he lifted the 488 kilo. That was the world record. And he lifted for a few seconds just to cross the time limit. And then he just threw that weight. Because it's very tough to hold that weight. And he became the world record holder. Just imagine Krishna has lifted Govardhan Parvat for how many days? 7 days, 7 nights, non-stop. That too in one hand, left hand. Can you imagine lifting a mountain? That is the strength of Krishna. That too in a 7-year-old. Just he was a boy, small boy. And sometimes you see that picture of Atlas. Atlas is holding that earth planet and how he's scratching his face and thinking and just holding weight. Here Krishna is holding the whole planet and he's smiling blissfully and giving his glance over all his devotees. That is Krishna. And that too, Krishna lifted earth planet in his left hand, not in the right hand, right? Sometimes if it is a tough job, you do that in your right hand. But Krishna knowingly lifted in the left hand. Because for Krishna, lifting Govardhan is like playing with a mushroom. Just sometimes the children, they play and they uproot a mushroom. Similarly, Krishna is picking a mountain for him is like a picking up a mushroom. Playfully Krishna lifted. And that is how Krishna is strong. When he was a small baby, he just sucked the milk of Putana and then he sucked the life source of Putana and just killed Putana by sucking the milk. Can you imagine the strength? Have you ever heard any boy, baby, newly born baby killing somebody? So whether Krishna is a fully grown 125-year-old Krishna or just 3-day baby, he has the same potency and he can kill the demon. That is Krishna. He can kill the demons with his mouth. He can kill the demons by kicking with his leg. He can kill the demon by holding their throat. He can kill the demon by dancing over there. So every limb of Krishna is so powerful. That is how Krishna is so powerful. Sometimes people, they imitate Krishna's Rasa Lila pastime. So before the Rasa Lila began, Krishna lifted the Govardhan Parvat. So if you really want to imitate, then imitate this pastime. Lift something. Or to speak of mountain, you just lift a brick and hold for 5 minutes, your hand will pain. Krishna lifted the mountain in hold for 7 days, 7 nights, non-stop in one hand. And on top of that, in the other hand, he was playing flute. And he was giving happiness to all the gopis. And all the gopis, they were glancing over Krishna. That is Krishna. For him, it's impossible. Nothing is impossible for Krishna. He is the source of all the power. The greatest of greatest weightlifter, the strength from where they are getting the strength, the source is Krishna. And that is how Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya is the source of all the strength. And the third quality is Yasasa. Yasasa means what? Yasha. Yes means fame. Everyone wants to become famous in this world, right? That is how this whole social media is going on. Everyone wants to put their face in the social media. That's how the Facebook. So my face in the Facebook and let the whole world see my face. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and people are mad after increasing their followership, their fan following, their friendship. This is how, because everyone wants to become famous. That is how the ego, because of that only we are in the material world, right? You want to be famous, you want to be, you don't want to make Krishna famous, you want to see ourselves famous. Then Krishna, okay, you go to material world and make yourself famous in the social media. So everyone wants to make themselves famous in the social media. But how much you will become? I remember when I was doing my engineering 2004 to 8, that time there was a famous app that was called as at that time the YouTube, Facebook was not so famous. So that app is called Orkut. And so we all used to make our profile and increase our friendship, follower in our good. Now that app is not existing. Just imagine how so much we are investing in putting our energy, everything in YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. One time will come, this YouTube will also go, right? And some other app will come. Then what about all your thing? It will go with that app only. Some other app will come and it will challenge with YouTube and it will come out. Everything is gone with that small red circle button. Everything is gone. And people are mad after that. People are there, they're wasting their day and night time just to make themselves famous in that small red button. Small red button inside that virtual world. What is that world? So that is how people want to themselves make themselves famous. But Krishna is not like that. He's not famous like that. Krishna is famous since last 5,000 years ago. When Krishna did some pastime, the Vrindavan, till now, people are just hearing all the beautiful pastime of Krishna. They conduct 7-day non-stop Bhagavad Saptaha just to hear Krishna's pastime. How Krishna stole Makhan, they are hearing the pastime. And somebody steals something, then they go to the police, right? But Krishna steals Makhan, and then he becomes famous as a Makhan Chor. That's how, if Krishna runs away from the war, then Krishna famous as a Ran Chod Rai. If somebody will run away from the war, people will tell, Kaya re, he ran away from the war. But Krishna will become famous. And that's how Krishna's small activities are so famous, so magnanimously it is elaborated by the author, by the devotees, that after 5,000 years, people are just mad after hearing all that pastime. Just imagine. That is how Krishna is so famous. Nobody remember a person. They say that the most famous person of this planet is the president of US. Now, if I'll ask a question, that who was the president 50 years ago? You will scratch your head. 50 years ago, I don't know. Who was the president 100 years ago? But just see, Krishna performed his pastime 5,000 years ago. What to speak about 5,000 years? Krishna performs his pastime in the Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga. Just imagine, billions of years ago. Still it is there in the Bhagavad Puran and we are all reading. And we are remembering, oh, in the Satya Yuga, Krishna came as a Narsinga Dev. Oh my God. In the Treta Yuga, Krishna came as a Ramachandra. Oh, Dwapara Yuga, Krishna came as a Krishna. Just imagine. Krishna is the most famous person ever the world has seen. That is how Krishna is famous. Yes, sir. Nobody can match with Krishna's fan following. The whole world is, the devotees are mad after, and the devotees are ready to give up their life. Devotees are becoming beggar. They are going to Vrindavan, they are giving their lucrative job, they are giving their everything, and they are just going Vrindavan with a small cloth and they are just chanting Krishna's name, and Krishna is not paying any salary to them. That's how Krishna is so famous. That is how Krishna's fame is there. Viryasya yasasaha sriya. Sriya means what? Beauty. Beauty. People are mad after Bollywood because of the beauty, right? The boys, they're a fan after the actress, and the girls are a fan after the actors. So this is how the Bollywood works. People are mad after Bollywood, hero and heroines. So here, so in one of the event, I remember one of the Bollywood actress had come, and all the people there after mad, they are just looking at her. I told her, Baba, you have seen so many times her in the movie, right? What else? The same thing is right. But it's totally different. They're just mad after gazing the face of the actress. So this beauty is like very attractive. It charms everyone's heart. So now let's see how much Krishna is beautiful. So they say that when Krishna was fighting the Mahabharata war, at that time, Krishna's age was 125. Can you imagine? Krishna had his grandchildren that time. But the age of Krishna was just 16-year-old only. Means the youth. Krishna doesn't grow old after 16-year-old. The age goes, but the youth remain as it is, ever fresh youth after 16-year-old. And Krishna was looking so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. There is a nice story of how Krishna's beauty charms everybody. So once the sex god, Cupid, he challenged Narada Muni. So then he told Narada Muni that I want to fight with you. Narada told, Baba, you don't get anybody. I'm a Bal Brahmachari. What is the connection between me and you? You are a sex god. You go and fight with somebody else. No, I want to fight. So Narada Muni then told, okay, you want to fight? Then better you go to Vrindavan. There Krishna is doing nice pastimes. And he is a good choice for him. You go and fight with him. All your desire, everything will be fulfilled. I'm a poor brahmachari. What a fight I'll do with you? So then the Cupid goes to Vrindavan and he meets Krishna. Like, Krishna, I want to fight with you. Krishna, oh, really? You want to fight with me? Like, Krishna, okay, right now I'm not ready for the fight. What you do now, you come at Ras Lila time when I'm performing my Ras Lila. So that time you come, and if you can just witness my Ras Lila, you won. You won the game. Really? So easy. Okay, I'll come. So then the Cupid comes at the time of the Ras Lila, and Krishna was performing his beautiful pastime, and the most exalted of all the pastime, Ras Lila with all the gopis. And Kamdev, Cupid comes, and with his powerful AK-47s, with his powerful arrow, the most powerful enchanting arrow, he takes it out. And he thinks that I'll hit this arrow on Krishna's heart and I'll make Krishna into lust. And let's see. And he was pointing his AK-47 to, if you want to shoot, then you have to see the face, right? So he was pointing to Krishna's face, and Krishna was dancing with the gopis. The moment Kamdev sees Krishna's beautiful lotus face, that moment only he faints and fell down. Because Kamadev is so beautiful among all the demigods. He is the most beautiful Devata. And just seeing the beauty of Krishna, he couldn't handle that beauty and he fell down. That is how Krishna is the most beautiful person. And that's how Krishna's name became Madana Mohana. In Govardhan Eco Village, you must have seen the deity Madana Mohana. This is the pastime why the deity is called Madana Mohana, because Krishna, has enchanted Kamadev, so his name became Madana Mohana. Just imagine, who can challenge Krishna's beauty? And that is how the gopis, the lakhs and lakhs of gopis were mad after Krishna's beauty. Who will leave this kind of person and who will not want Krishna to be his husband? All the gopis were mad after Krishna. 16,108 queens Krishna had in Dwarka. That is how Krishna's beauty was. Viryasya yasasahasriya. And then the fifth quality is Jnana Vairagya. Jnana means what? The knowledge. Knowledge. If a person is knowledgeable, then all adore that person, right? Because knowledgeable person, attractive person. And if a person is knowledge, then with his knowledge, he can get everything. And sometimes knowledgeable person like scientist, Einstein, Isaac Newton, they're so much knowledgeable. They don't have any much, they don't have much money or beauty or nothing, but still so famous. Why? Because knowledge. Knowledge attracts fame. People are a fan. If somebody is passed out from a reputed college, he is passed out from IIT, ISC, Bangalore. So people get attracted. Why? Because he has intelligence, he has a knowledge. Let's see, how is the knowledge of Krishna? So now, when the Mahabharata war is about to start, and our dear Arjuna, he got confused that I won't fight, he told. And that time, Krishna, just like you talk with your friends, Are yaar, kya ho gaya? Theek hai na? Then you talk something, na, blah, blah, blah. Just like that, Krishna started speaking. And that conversation of Krishna with Arjuna became Bhagavad Gita. It's not that day before the war, Krishna was preparing and he was reading all the Vedas, four Vedas, Upanishad, Puranas, that tomorrow I have to give a class to Arjuna. My God, it's going to be a very famous class. People will read in the future. I have to prepare, I have to see all this. Not like that. Spontaneously, Arjuna was bewildered and spontaneously Krishna, and it was a song of God, Bhagavad Gita. And he was singing. Krishna was singing one after sloka. And the interesting thing is that Arjuna also understood this. Krishna was giving commentary to his slogan. We need the commentary because we are Kali Yuga people. So that was the knowledge of Krishna. And now, on this one sloka of Bhagavad Gita, people are doing PhD thesis. People are studying 5 years on one sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Can you imagine? One sloka. I've seen so many friends, they have already did PhD in one sloka of Bhagavad Gita. One sloka. Krishna spoke 700 sloka to Arjuna without any preparation, just a friendly conversation in the form of a song, just like we sing a song. That was Bhagavad Gita. And that book, Bhagavad Gita, become the world-class book. Bhagavad Gita. People are studying. It become the life manual for human being. How to live a life, how what to do, what not to do. That is Bhagavad. Just imagine the knowledge of Krishna. And the four Vedas are emanating from the breath of Krishna. No, that is how Krishna is. Krishna told 4 sloka to Brahmaji. It's a Chatusloki Bhagavad. And that 4 sloka, Brahmaji explained to Narada Muni. And Narada Muni, as a guru, explained to Vyasadeva. And Vyasadeva wrote that 4 sloka into 18,000 sloka. And that become Srimad Bhagavatam Pran. That is the knowledge of Krishna. So Krishna is the source of all the knowledge. Everything is coming out from Krishna's book. That is how Krishna is knowledgeable. And when Krishna went to Sandipani Muni, because when Krishna was in Vrindavan, he didn't went to any school. So when he came to Mathura, so then Vasudeva thought that what kind of parent I am. My child is 10 years old and I have not sent him to any school. Come on. So immediately he sends Krishna Balaram to Sandipani Muni's school. And 64 arts. One art is like we do engineering in civil engineering or engineering in software engineering, electronics engineering. This is called one art. People study for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. So Krishna learned 64 arts in 64 days. In 2 months, Krishna learned 64 art. Generally, one person learned one art in his whole life. So Krishna learned all the art, whatever there in the syllabus, whatever there in the whole world, everything Krishna learned in one art in 1 day. 1 day engineering, civil engineering, 1 day engineering in electronics engineering, 1 day engineering in software engineering, IT. In this way, everything is learned. That is how Krishna is intelligent. So, jnana. Nobody can challenge in Krishna with the jnana. And the last quality, jnana vairagyascha chaiva. Vairagya means what? Renunciation. Vairagya. See, all these 5 quality, what I told you, if a person have any of these 5 quality, it's very tough to be renunciation. Not so easy. Somebody is beautiful. Beauty and renunciation doesn't go with each other. Beauty and renunciation, or wealth and renunciation, or strength and bodybuilder and a renunciation doesn't go with each other. Aishwarya, the opulence. So it's totally incompatible, the renunciation with all this quality. But Krishna, he had all these 5 quality. With that 5 quality, he had renunciation also. And that is how Krishna is a God. Krishna, I was just telling this example in the previous class, and one Mataji was sharing such a nice realization. When Krishna becomes chariot driver of Arjuna, can you imagine the God of the whole world, the Lord of the universe, is becoming a chariot driver of his devotee? What a renunciation it is. That's not so, saying is easy. But it's not so easy to become a chariot driver. And it's not that if you, like some driver in the car is driving, and if you want to go left, you will tell driver take left, and you will turn to left. But in the war field, if you want to go to left, you can't tell left because there are a lot of sounds are there. Elephant, horses, they're dying, shouting. So then what they do, they kick in the left leg. So then the driver turns to the left. And if he kicks in the right leg, he goes to the right. Just imagine the Lord of the universe, how many kicks he have got from Arjuna in the 18 days. Can you imagine what kind of renunciation Krishna is showing? The Lord of the universe, God, is getting kicked from his devotee. What a renunciation he has. Not at all attached with his position, designation, that I am God. How can somebody kick me? Hey, if a small person or a manager or chairman get little kind of a not proper respect, then they become furious. Hey, how come you are not respecting me? I'm the chairman, I'm the CEO, I'm the manager. But here Krishna, the God of the universe, happily getting kicked by Arjuna and is doing his seva. That is our Lord is renunciation. When he was winding off his pastime, he made all the Yadus fight with each other because he knew that after I'll go, then the Yadus will dominate over the earth planet. So then he thought that better I take all my Yadus. So he made them to fight with each other, and by that they went back to Godhead. So his father will want his children to fight with each other. But here God, by his own will, making the Yadus fight with each other. If you have a BMW or Mercedes-Benz, newly purchased car, and there is a dent or a scratch, and that is happening in front of you. So it feels like there is a scratch happening on your heart, right? So nobody can see that because that is your car. So Krishna erected Dwarka city. And when Krishna thought that I will now go back, he only made the whole Dwarka city to drown in the ocean. Who will break his own house? If there is a scratch in the house, then we feel so sorry. And Krishna is breaking his own house. 16,108 palaces. Everything is drowning in the ocean by the will of Krishna only. Can you imagine the renunciation of Krishna? That is how Krishna is not at all attached to anything. That is how Krishna is renounced. Aiswaryasya, samagrasya, viryasya, yasasahasriya, jnana, vairagyaschaiva, sanam bhaga itikna. So these 6 qualities are called bhaga. And one person in the whole world, he has this 6 quality in abundance. That is Krishna. No one else can match with Krishna. Yes, somebody may have some quality in a small fraction in our earthly planet. That to be a small fraction. Nobody can tell that I have this quality in abundance. But Krishna had each quality in abundance, 6 to 6 quality he has totally with him in abundance. That is how Krishna is called Bhagavan, because he has this 6 quality. And Janmasthami is coming. So let's meditate on this today, the 6 qualities of Lord Krishna, what makes him God, Lord of the universe, and prepare our consciousness to welcome Krishna to this Janmashtami day. So like this, today we discussed the Bhagavan, the 6 qualities of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anybody have any questions or any comment or any reflection? You can unmute yourself and you can ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhudev.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhudev, like Krishna, God is having all the 6 qualities which you have mentioned, and also in our previous session, you have discussed that God is Lakshmipati, right? So I just want to know, what we define womanhood as I can say, currently I'm reading one book of Sudhamati, the wishing daughter from a tree. The wishing daughter from a tree, which kind of daughter everyone like to have. So in that sense, I am asking how God Krishna is getting complete with the support of like Lakshmi ji.
How Krishna is how Krishna is complete by the support of Lakshmi.
Yes, yes.
Actually,
Like
Lakshmi,
Krishna here everywhere, like in Iskcon temple also, like we can see Krishna is not alone. Radharani is always with him. So that's what I'm asking, her importance in his life. So how she is supporting.
So Krishna and Radharani is like if Krishna is the energetic, Radharani is the energy. And the energy cannot be differentiated with the energy. Energetic. Like sun is there, sunlight is there. So we can't say that sunlight is different than the sun. Sunlight is the property of the sun only. If the sun is not there, sunlight won't become. Similarly, Radharani is the energy of Krishna. Radharani is the pleasure potency of Krishna. And Krishna is the source of all the energy. So Radharani is part of Krishna only. She is made for Krishna only. And Krishna is made for Radharani. So when Radha and Krishna both come together, then only it becomes complete. Otherwise it is incomplete. Similarly, Ramachandra, when comes, Sita Mata comes, then it becomes complete. Because Sita Mata is meant for Ramachandra. She is the pleasure potency of Ramachandra. When Vishnu comes, Lakshmi comes with her. Similarly, because when Krishna is there, always the energetic has the energy. So when God wants to enjoy, he has his own energy. And that energy is Radharani, Lakshmi, Sita. So she is not an ordinary lady. She is the part of God only. Just sometimes a rich person's son, if you want to play, then have different toys, different area for them, specific design. Similarly, the God is so special, whatever he want to do, he has his own pleasure potency. And that own pleasure potency is Radharani. With him, with her, he does his pastimes.
Okay. And one more question, like what I understood from my childhood, like God is something some special, like aliens or something, who is having more intellect than us. He have given some less intelligence to us. That's why we are unaware about many things. So I want to know, like everybody in this world, one should have always best guru in their life. So it's like God and Goddess also have, like Krishna and Radha also have any kind of guru in their life or what?
Yes. See, God is the source of everything. And just like I told, your question is, did Krishna has a guru or not? Yeah. See, Krishna doesn't need a guru. He's a God. He knows everything.
Right.
But still, when he comes to this material world, he does his activity to set an example. So that, because people will follow him, na? Hare, Krishna did like that, so let's do like this. So that is how Krishna, when he came here, did his pastime. He made Sandipani Muni as his guru. And he learned the art. All the arts are there in Krishna, only the source of everything. Na? So what is that? So still Krishna is learning from a guru, giving Guru Dakshina, because Krishna is teaching to the whole world. Bye-bye. If you are there, then you accept a guru. Without guru, you cannot make your life perfect. That is what Krishna is teaching. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Anybody have anything else? Comment, reflection on today's discussion? Manjari Mataji, Vikas Prabhu, Ajinkya, Saratji, Hara Gopal.
Prabhuji, like one more question, like God is the source of all things, but how God comes?
Sorry?
God is source of all the things, right?
Yes.
So how God comes? It may be sound like something weird, but I want to know.
How God comes, eh? What a question, how God comes. For that, you have to read the scripture. Like there are so many scripture that explains the origin of God. Brahma Samhita is there. And Bhagavad Gita is there, and Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also explains. So spiritual world is always there, and spiritual world is like 3-part Bhagavati, 3/4, and 1/4 is material world.
Okay.
And God is always there and is doing his nice pastime. Okay. So we think that how God has come. Actually, God is always there. We have come to this material world. So, because we try to enjoy separate from God, then God sends us to this jail kind of a material world with punishment, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, birth, old age, disease, misery, all that thing are there now. So we have come to this place for our improvement, for our purification, so that again, just like a person goes to jail, and when he get rectified, and jailer sees that, okay, now he's good, he's not doing any nonsense. So let's take him out from the jail. And the jailer takes him out. Similarly, we are right now in the jail of this material world, and we are tied with Sattagun, Rajagun, Tamagun, 3 kind of chains. And the jailer, who is the jailer? Who is the jailer? Durga Devi. Durga Devi. Durga Devi is the jailer. Durga means jail. Durga, the in charge of Durga. That is Durga. So she has the Trishul, 3-pointed Trishul. Adi Atmik, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik. She is always poking the living entity. Go and surrender to Krishna. She is the sister of Krishna, right? So she is the jailer. She is always saying, okay, now these people are now, okay, they are devotee of Krishna, ready to go back to God. And she is certified to Krishna. Okay, my dear Lord, she is ready now. He is ready now, purified enough. You can take him back to God. And then Krishna takes him back. That is how we are here actually. Krishna is always there and is doing his pastime. And sometimes to attract the living entity, Krishna comes to this material. Just like sometimes to see the patient, jailer, the prime minister, the collector, the big officer, they go into the jail, right? And if the person prisoner will think, I see the prime minister, he is also there in the jail. Baba, he has come to see you that you are suffering. Similarly, sometimes Krishna comes to this material world and does his pastime to attract us. Come out, come out. What you are suffering inside the material, come out to me, to the Vrindavan, to Vaikuntha. But we say, Hare Krishna is also like us. Now, what's the speciality about Krishna? So that is the foolishness, the madness of the living entity. They think like that. Krishna is also a small person. He also came and took birth like a human being. Krishna is also a human. Who told Krishna is a God? So that is the mere foolishness of human being. We think like that. So Krishna just comes to attract us, to take us back to his spiritual world, where he is eternally performing his pastimes. Okay?
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, you are getting so genuine questions.
Yes,
Hare
I want to
Krishna.
know like more things about Krishna.
Yes, yes. Hare Krishna. Anybody else have any point, any questions, any reflection want to share for upcoming Janmasthami? What preparation you are doing? How you are preparing yourself? Yes, Vikas Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So, yeah, excited about Janmashtami. So, we celebrate at home only. We have Bal Gopal. We will dress him, bathe him at the midnight, and then serve some prasadam like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will do Janmashtami in your home only.
Yeah, yeah. Because we all fast and right. So, and
Right.
we have our home deities there. Radha Krishna deities there, as you
Right.
know. So,
Very nice, very nice.
yeah.
You can
So,
abhishek them with do abhishek with all milk, curd, honey,
right, right. We do
soda
Panchamrit.
water,
Yes,
and
correct,
champions.
correct. Yeah,
Beautiful.
we cannot leave them on Janmashtami, right? Yeah,
Yes, 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 yes.
yeah. But Govardhan Eco Village, I hear 3 days festival, right? 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8. 6 is also Janmashtami, where we are doing Abhishek in the morning. And 7th is Janmashtami according to the Vaishnava Tithi. In the evening, the Janmashtami will happen. And there will be huge pandal is there, cultural event will happen in the 2 days evening. And Prasadam is there, breakfast, lunch, dinner. who will come. We are expecting 30,000 people on 7th. And stalls will be there. So many stalls we are putting up.
Okay.
And 8th is birthday of Prabhupad, Nanda Utsav. There will be huge feast in the lunchtime for all time. Because the 8th will be fasting till noon.
Okay.
3-day festival. So this is like the biggest festival of Iskcon in the whole year. Janmasthami celebration. That's how we are trying our level best to make it a big scale celebration.
Yes.
Okay, anybody else have any comment, questions? Ajya, Moreji, Saratji, Hara Gopalji.
No problem.
Okay.